boys and girls. BC Brown Books is live. That's wonderful to know. I'm Sako Tumi, and welcome to the Authortube sleepover. Let's write a sequel. So we wrote a book a year ago, and 2 years ago, excuse me. And are you muted again?
Okay, don't know what happened there, but technically we wrote it 3 years ago, but we published it too. So.
Yes, I will have to agree with that.
I did not mean to cut you off, I'm sorry.
No, not at all. Not at all. So it's been like 3 years, but we're working diligently on a sequel. However, we worked so hard in 2019, 2020
through, the end of 2020 through 2021.
It took us exactly a year to the way we were barreling through it. On
top of that, we were learning how to co-author with each other, learning each other's styles, figuring out our process and how we were going to do things. So it took a lot of extra work that this time we don't have as much.
That's true. We already have a system in place, but I feel like we're going to be a lot more relaxed regarding how we handle this.
Yeah, I think we have already.
Yeah, it's just taking our time. If nothing else, if we don't work on it outside of this event, this event actually, prompt us to make progress on it. So
yeah.
Say that I wanted my life to be like an 80s movie, and I think it's happened, but David Lynch is directing. Oh,
not the best. Not the one I would. That's not who I would want directing.
Yeah.
I lost my earbuds. I don't know where they are.
Oh no.
Somewhere.
For once, I don't work tomorrow, so I was able to show up. Yay!
So happy.
So good to see you, Debbie. Oh my goodness. I have been belly dancing for the last 3 hours.
You a little tired? Jesus.
Yeah, my spine is very liquid.
Sako is jelly tonight.
I am jelly right now. A turtle that is red is here. Hello, Katerina.
Good to see you.
RC works tomorrow. Well, congratulations on the working tomorrow, but also yeah, they've been kind of like dorking him over for hours and stuff.
Yeah, sucks.
Then I'm frozen jelly. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. No, work's been brutal for us, so I'm just hoping that it starts to slow down. They keep telling me it's going to slow down at the end of this month. So
I'll believe it when I see it.
We'll see. So far, the new position that I've been in, it has been really sedate compared to every other job I've pretty much had ever. So I was very grateful for that. And my soup and everything, she's real chill. The whole team's real chill. It's just the weird thing is that I'm the youngest person on the team.
Oh, that's
and I'm not exactly young. So
yeah.
But they're all really cool. They have great sense of humor. They're a few of them are kind of got that Golden Girls spice to them. So they're right up my alley.
Very cool.
I'm just like rubbing my neck. Sorry.
You got a necklace on?
Yeah, I got a necklace on it, and I wear it all the time, but I've never had it around my neck like that before. I just noticed my neck was getting super red. Or chest, I guess. Clavicle.
I have a habit of scratching my chest if it's exposed. So I've been wearing that makes it so I don't.
So you don't
scratch my chest too much.
Yeah. It's, the hand scratchy is my thing, so.
Always with the hand scratchy, always with the hair pulling.
Yes. All of our wonderful little ticks.
Yay. Okay. Let me bring up a timer.
I have a question. When you made your timer, how did you make it? Did you make it like through Canva, or did you make it through?
I did it through
movie.
I had a transparency from Zara.
Oh, okay.
Zara emailed me the transparent timer part of the video, and I just put it on a black field with the branding on it.
Cool. Do you mind emailing that to me or dropping it in?
Find it, you bet.
Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted to check with.
That was like 2020, so I
get it.
Heck if I remember where it is.
I get it. I can always reach out to Zara.
Yes, absolutely. And I just do it in iMovie.
Okay. I definitely have iMovie.
Cool. If my chest is exposed, then I need to throw out that worn shirt. Yeah. This is my, it's shredded shirt.
It's vintage masquerade.
It is vintage.
Is that Tremere?
It is actually Bruja.
Bruja, thank you.
And the point is that it's Tim Bradstreet, and I love Tim Bradstreet.
I get that. I totally get that.
So I don't care what clan it is. And I think there was a Malkavian version of this.
There was. I used to own it till it fell apart from wearing it way too much.
Oh, it's falling apart all right. This is not the kind of shirt that I leave the house in. That's for sure.
Depends on how I'm feeling a particular day. Like the other day, I walked down to 7-Eleven and just to grab some snacks and everything. And my wife's like, "You're gonna go like that?" Because I was in my bedclothes. They were all mismatched and crazy, and my hair was totally bedhead.
I will go to the smoke shop that way. They will not judge me for walking in my pajamas.
7-Eleven isn't going to judge me either for it. But really, there isn't a place, unless you're going to some bougie-ass place up here. I mean, Portland's just whatever. You're wearing whatever. They're used to whatever.
Yeah.
As long as you're somewhat covered and, legal, nobody ever comes.
Grocery store, there's often people in pajamas. Smoke shop, I can do in my pajamas.
Yeah.
Maybe Wawa. I might be able to go into a Wawa in my pajamas. I have been making myself suitable for the outside less and less.
I don't take a whole lot of time for any of it anymore. I used to. I mean, even just not even a year ago. Let's say when I first started streaming and everything, 2020, I used to take a lot of time with my appearance. But then when I got sick, that all went out the window. And now I'm just that's something I don't want to waste energy on, which would be wasting energy. If I'm having a really good day, I'll do something nice. But that's it.
I gotcha. I fell into the beer cooler once.
Nice.
So, local 7-Eleven has seen me in some embarrassing states, but never in my PJs.
Well, since my PJs are a black tank top and black sweatpants, it's real easy to just throw on my Docs and a jean jacket, and it kind of looks like I put together an outfit.
Yeah. As opposed to my rainbow kitty cat uh, and pajama pants and a t-shirt that is holy.
I do have like some. I do have some stuff that's just like off the wall, but those are like the ones that like as laundry day approaches, those are the jammies I get into. It's like
Yep.
they're like weirdly bright yellow and plaid and like clashing orange, and
I might change my clothing during the first sprint.
do whatever you want to do.
Speaking of the first sprint,
We should do that thing.
we have this groovy little timer that is branded. I need to update it. I really do. The witching hour hasn't been a thing for quite some time.
That's okay. You get around to it when you get around to it. We appreciate it. We appreciate like the callback.
I gotta do a new intro to my channel too.
Well, I just put that one together. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, but for right now it works.
Okay. I will have to check it out. I haven't checked out
my new one.
Your new one.
Sheila.
Okay. So let us do a writing thing. We are 10 minutes into the stream. So let us turn up the beat. Catch you guys on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay. Take a break. That was our first sprint.
Do some stretches. Save your document. Hydrate or die straight.
Or something.
Or something.
I did some self-care because I've been doing back-to-back shits and for hours and hours.
What? You mean you wanted to take care of yourself? Shh.
Self-care? What?
What?
Yeah,
What's
so
that?
I took a break.
I didn't do a whole lot. I did admin stuff.
I am slowly combing through the document, and I'm figuring out what it is that I want to write. I think I want to create characters. I think that's what's going to happen tonight.
Yeah, that's cool.
And here that we're supposed to make, and then there's one of Zebulon's officers.
Yeah.
They back. Because that's what I was doing.
Let's see. Again, it hates me. I have to get it just perfect.
Which is funny because I just did the choppy and
choppy.
Oh,
so like I could do. It just hates me. See, like. I don't know how close I have to get to my camera for this shit. See, yours does it. Look at mine. No love. No love. It doesn't matter where I put it. It hates me.
It hates you.
Fuck you too.
When was the last time you updated your Mac?
Oh God, I don't know. Oh no, yeah. Actually, I just updated it the other day.
Yeah.
Except for
I just updated again. Yeah.
True.
Klatsha, who I haven't seen in like a year, I think, maybe 2. Hi, how's it going? What are you working on tonight? RC is doing double duty.
I appreciate it. I did tweet us and
also freezing his ever-living whatchamahoosit off.
So am I. We have freezing rain today on top of the snow we got. Was it yesterday?
What little melt we had is freezing as we speak.
Yeah, we had just a tiny bit of melt today, which sucks. And now we're also getting freezing rain on top of whatever melted and froze. And Portland doesn't salt because it runs off into the river and it destroys the salmon population.
Yeah.
So we tend to be a little slick, and most everything is kind of shut down once we get ice along the roads.
I got you.
All the kids are so happy they're not going to school tomorrow. Like all the school districts are like, nah, we're just closing tomorrow. We can take a school day. It's fine. We can take a snow day. So, yeah, I don't know what section yet I'm going to jump back into. I know I left off. I either just finished or left off just barely left off a section from last week. So I'm kind of trying to find where that is.
I think you wrote in Peggy into the dinner scene.
That is true. I did get Peggy inserted into the torture dinner. And that didn't take much to put her in there. I just had to change one little small thing.
Okay.
Here's where I started, I think. Yeah. I started in chapter 5. Kyler's going to confirm with Gloria that they're taking the investigation. So it looks like I started there. So if
it looks like you started there.
Yeah, if I can get my brain back into that scene, I will totally tackle it. If not, I'll jump somewhere else.
The grammar thing is correcting us in ways that I disagree with.
Right? So I noticed that recently. Not on just this document, but like writing other things, like working on other projects. I was working on epic fantasy yesterday, and lamenting to RC about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was doing the same thing. I was correcting all my grammar for all sorts of things. I was like, that is a proper.
All sorts of things.
Yeah, I'm like, that is a
It's
properly.
supposed to be in present tense.
Yeah, it's like that's supposed to be how it is. But on top of that, I'm kind of a stickler for my grammar.
Yeah.
Now, I do believe absolutely grammar can be thrown out the window when dialogue comes into play. It can be thrown out the window. If you're writing from first person, like stream of consciousness kind of thought, you can kind of play with your grammar a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's something that I pay pretty close attention to, and I was noticing it yesterday on that document, and I noticed it a little earlier today on this one, excuse me. And it's just not, that's not correct. Like, that's not the right grammar. Oh, our little pet peeves as writers.
I'm gonna make a bunch of characters.
I know it's like one of your favorite things to do.
It is one of my favorite steps of writing a book.
I do. I like to create characters, and I like to do world building. So yesterday I spent a good portion of the day just, like mostly watching my wife play video games. I call them my movie games.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Because like she will wait too. She'll like stop playing something if I'm interested in the actual narrative and the storyline. She'll stop playing it if I like go to bed or I'm busy. For the most part, like she does still occasionally play. But so yesterday I was working. Now my sketches are rough, but I was working on some characters, some like fantasy. My res is probably too crappy for it, but so it's like little fantasy characters. So that's one of them. There we go. Okay, and that's one of them. And then I was started sketching out another race for my fantasy world. This little guy. And they are, yes, I know my proportions are weird. I'm still learning proportions. But also
very cool.
Thank you. But also these are, mystical, magical, mythical creatures, and I can have whatever proportions I want.
Neat.
There are some bonuses when you can just be like, it's a fantasy world. I could do pretty much what I want as long as I don't alienate my reader.
I organize everything on Procreate. I really do. Just trying to figure out where I want to put this. Exercises, maybe?
Yeah, that's not a bad place for it. Oh, that's a nice spot. I just whacked my cat in the head. He's asleep down in his little heated lamb chop bed, and I just was like smack in the head with a cord. I was trying to get it out of the way. So Debbie mainly read their script, started editing chapter 9, stopped working on the script while in the middle of editing it, and had deleted half the chapter.
I have like prompts for like design work and stuff in here. I should probably do at some juncture.
Probably. Is it commissioned design work, or is it just design?
No, just exercises, just for shits and giggles.
I understand. I printed out some
practice,
Yeah. I printed out a whole bunch of Lilo and Stitch stuff today because I really love that art style. And I know it was completely unique to the main artist that worked on it, because they have massive things online where they're like, it's a strange hodgepodge of whatever this guy's art style is. So we had to have him, he had to create apparently tons of how and why reference guides too. I mean, I'm sure they create a ton of them anyway, but Yeah, I was just like, so I printed out a whole bunch of them because I really like that style, and I was like, I'm gonna learn the Lilo and Stitch style.
Oh, Aru.
Aru! Oh, crap, I didn't think it had been 10 minutes, but apparently it's been 10 minutes.
Also, it is not doing the thing that I would like it to do.
Wait, did music come from me or come from you?
No music has come up.
Okay, I just heard music, so I got something doing something somewhere.
Why are you still ticking? All right, fine. You will tick.
Do the tickety tick.
Full screen. Loop, please. And I will see you guys on the other side. Okay, take a break.
The stretchy thing.
That was our second sprint.
Mhm.
That was very productive for me because I'm kind of fleshing out the stuff surrounding the officer
Yes.
and possibly Zebulon's team.
Cool. Are you talking about his like core elite?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
His
good with that.
militia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like probably ex army or something like that, you know.
Yeah, some of them are probably like, you know, ex-army, maybe still National Guard, you know, stuff like that. Hella, you know, like hella frontiersman kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I got only about 3 paragraphs, but they're good sized paragraphs.
Yeah, I was watching everything go doop, 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 doop.
Yeah. Doop, doop, doop. All right, BC's in there typing. So, Sage.
Oh, Sage. Oh, the awoo.
Ow. It's the crow right there at the beginning that usually gets me because I can hear that first and I'm like, ah. And then it startles me. It doesn't startle me as much as it used to because now we actually have crows, you know, where we live. But before it used to be like, now I try and pay attention.
Yeah, I got you. Kasha got 242 words. Did you mention what you were working on tonight? I can't recall.
I don't think so. I don't think we...
Never kept good planners until a couple years ago. I started in 2018 doing the bullet journal thing.
Good for you.
Because planners were not... There was always something wrong with the planner. Right, so I took what I liked about certain planners and I made like a master spread.
Nice.
And I've been evolving that master spread as the years go by. So,
yeah.
As I hand draw everything. I tried printing.
Miss Artist there. I just hand draw everything.
Oh, it's
minimalist.
I know. It's minimalism. Like no worries.
Yeah, most of my journaling and I'm terrible with like planners, but I do have the one on my phone. It does help me, you know, it syncs with my calendars. It helps keep me on track for the most part. It also shoots some information to like a spreadsheet for me. So if I mark my mood tracker, you know, stuff like that. Cool. But mostly I just like write in my sketchbook or whatever book is closest, and there's like 15 different started sketchbooks. Or I write in the margins of the book I'm reading. Like, people are going to be so surprised if they ever just go to my bookshelf after I'm dead and start pulling things off, because they're really pretty much going to find a diary in those margins. Like,
to be fair, Sage is still very much the sleepy because it is 5:35 in the frickin' morning.
Yeah, it's Wednesday for you. I know. Thank you for joining us, love. That's early.
It looks like you do a lot of art journaling. Bunch of it in various sketchbooks with drawings and doodles around it and weird notes about things like groceries.
I write down the weird... sometimes I'll start story ideas, sometimes just a scene will pop in my head. I will literally handwrite it in my sketchbook until it runs itself out. And I just like write it around the sketches that are already in there. I was like, I'm not wasting paper. There's nothing sketched in here.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. But also I don't date anything or like anything like that. So it's
it uses a planner for comic work progress.
That is pretty cool. I do have a comic book question that came up the other day because I was so super stoked. We have 8 billion little free libraries everywhere in Portland. You never actually have to buy a book in Portland. Although we do have the largest bookstore. in the world. But I was so happy because I was walking by one of the churches down here that has the little free library, and I found the complete ElfQuest graphic novel these are from the 70s and 80s. This is what got me into Dungeons and Dragons and like reading
I grew
fantasy.
up on ElfQuest too. Yeah.
Love it. I mean,
1 through 4.
yeah, of course it's a little dated for, times it was written, etc. But so when I found this, where was I going with that? I was going, comic book question. Okay. Because I know that you, Debbie, I know that you do your color work, you do your inking, you write your story. When you're doing that, what comes first for you? Like, is it the plot, or sometimes the character idea, and chime in please, Sako, as well.
I, much like with my writing, I come up with the characters first, and then I make stuff around them, Okay. My eyes itch. But yeah, like, what's up with the thing, Debbie? What's your process like? I'm working on waking up, but what I'm meant to be doing is working on graphics for the Yuri Plisetsky fan event I'm announcing on Friday.
Cool.
It's a Wednesday, all right, and usual 9:15 meeting isn't happening until 11:15, so I'm trying to combat the neurodivergent time vortex.
The black hole, the gravitational pull, just I don't know where the hell our time stuff goes. Like, I'm kind of jealous of my wife, honestly. Like, when she has sat down and she's working on something and she's decided that's the thing she's working on, she's got all these tools to help her do it, but she's actually really good in general with time management, except for when she's getting up in the morning and getting dressed.
Oh.
But other than that, like, she's exceptionally good at time management. And I'm like, how are you doing this? That's not fair. I was like, but some of it is also, some of it is because she's been sober now for a long time. I mean, she still does. She drinks occasionally, but she was sober for 3 years while she was trying to get herself, away from alcohol and everything. And then during that time, she was very like hardcore with her time management and planners and stuff like that. Okay. So I don't know. I think she just kind of took some of the, I joke and say that she took some of the addiction and just applied it to time management instead. So now she's like, let's go. And I'm like, are you kidding me? We have been married way too long for you to think I can roll out of bed in 5 minutes and leave. But if there's any kind of thing I have to wait for, I will fill the time. And that means I will risk the rabbit hole.
Right. ElfQuest! Have so many first prints. So do I.
I love it.
Also have figurines, except for Picknose. Oh, I want a Picknose.
I know, they're so cute. I can't believe that you have them all. I'm really jelly about it.
White's Love Forever with his lodestone.
Oh, yes. Like, I just adored him. I was telling my wife about it too, and she's like, I've never even heard of that. I was like, oh, once I'm done rereading, you totally have to read.
I used to ride with Tall Dog in my passenger seat. Aww.
Oh, that's so cute. I guess it.
With neurodivergent time vortex too, BC.
Well, given the fact that my somehow my neurospiciness became like XXL fire volcano lava, just all the crap that got added on it. So yeah, I'm real familiar. There's not a single thing in any of my neurospiciness. Well, there's one that's good with time management. But other than that, all the rest of them pretty much cancel it.
Okay. Let us get back to the things. But before we do so, Debbie mentioned that she worked on a character before plot.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
See you guys on the other side. Okay. That was our third sprint. We've got one more on the docket.
I totally didn't write, but I did go and start the Pinterest board for us so that, because I'm starting to get more into details about where is Gloria sitting in Kyler's home while they're discussing all of this. And
Right.
And,
yeah.
And, we didn't really dip in Flambeau. We didn't really dip into Kyler's aesthetic that much because they were, secondary character. While they were important, they were still a secondary character.
Yeah.
So I went in and basically what I've pinned is just like to get an idea of the aesthetic that includes like the people for like Kyler's style,
Sure.
which I'm keeping pretty what's a good term? I'm keeping it pretty normie for gender queer. I mean, normie as far as the color palette, I guess I should say.
I was thinking like salmon colored walls.
Oh no, the house, yeah, totally. Going like every room in the house is something outlandish and beautiful and everything. But like Kyler's clothing, they keep it a little more subdued, but in color,
working.
In color and everything. But they go all out on like the look. Like here, hold on, let me get there. Yep, this will, I think, help describe it a little bit better. I'm gonna share with you.
Okay.
That's a video. That's not what I wanted to do.
Hi, Nikki.
So I want to share. Where is my Pinterest? Okay. All right.
Ooh, classic.
So
like melting this.
I know, absolutely nailed it.
Okay.
So like, yeah. So like this black one here, like it's a very outlandish outfit for the most part, but it's kind of subdued in colors. Like so, just ideas of what they would wear out while they're working, or what they would wear while they're working, or wear out for the most part, unless they're going all out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then some of this was just.
That's great. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, their house is much bigger than this, but.
Yeah, but that color palette, the
pastel, the dusty pinks, and actually, honestly, it's my living room, minus animal fur looking like stuff, because I don't get down with that. My wife loves it. That's not really my thing, but
zebra print rug.
Yeah, we have a giant. I mean, it's a dusty pink vintage couch from like 1950.
Oh, cool.
And like, so that's our aesthetic. We got big fluffy white everything, because my wife really likes white. But we have like, our bedroom is like a giant velvet headboard, pink fluffy blankets. It's adorable. I get to add my colors though. There's little touches of yellow in places. And we have like kind of a teal, like a really light teal color that like offsets some of the pink, because pink, not really my color. But anyway. So I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what I was pinning. And
okay.
Progress.
5 minutes until our last sprint.
You doing okay over there?
Oh boy, I'm tired.
I get it. I'm pretty tired. I had a late night, and then early for work, and we're still pretty busy. So it's like both body and brain are mushed by the end of the day, not just the brain.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm actually surprisingly alert today.
I am making characters and kind of fleshing out the scenes that contain these characters and the motives and like, why are they assuming things? Like, there needs to be evidence.
Yeah.
For them to think such things.
Yeah.
So I'm.
It's like, why?
All that's like, why do you know this? Why are you going after Zebulon's people? Are you being paranoid?
Or is it legit? Like a feeling, like a gut feeling?
Is it a hunch?
Yeah.
Like,
is it just being precaution? Like being cautious, taking precautions and stuff like that. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I try to make sure, like, I'll go through after I'll write something and have to go back to my outline and then, like, or to usually my character profile and be like, does this actually meet what they would do, what their mindset is, what their motivations are, their reactions? How are you're getting shit and not even doing anything? You're getting background stuff and you're not even doing it. Apparently, if you have a tired head or something, I can't get a background thing to save my life.
It's supposed to. Oh,
that's the glitter, I guess.
That. Right. So. Yeah. I guess the two fingers on my head made balloons come up.
Yeah. It's cool. I get it. All right, so yeah, I'll probably finish out this scene, or try to, with this upcoming sprint. I'll get as far into it as I can.
I am designing a female seer named James.
Cool.
Who is an astral witch. And they're asking why they couldn't locate Justicia, but they
could get through to Daisaku?
Could they get through to Daisaku?
Well, I know. Actually, I don't think they try to get through there. Wait.
Okay, so Dorisha and Kyler are trying to find out how they can get more help because they're worried that Darian's been kidnapped and shit is getting real.
Okay.
So she suggests to Kyler, since they couldn't locate Justicia with a vision from Kyler, to reach out to Della from the first book to get word to Daisaku's soul that there are hellish shenanigans going on.
There we go.
I think Della isn't all that reliable.
Okay. I like that.
In the sense that they will pull the cord at the drop of a hat. Like, so the question is, does Della still have contact with Daisaku? And why do they know that there are hellish things going on?
Yeah. Well, they know that there are hellish things going on because of the opening vision.
Okay.
Because of the groundbreaking, because of the traumatizing vision they had at the beginning. So they know that hell is part of the overall plot, part of the issue. I would have to double check what we have leading up to it.
I am attempting to make transitions and figure out why things are happening.
So yeah, I'll let everybody know my scenes so far that I've been writing, they don't transition well. They're
yeah.
So that's kind of something that I know I reserve it for third draft or later kind of a thing. But I think you and I have been doing it kind of sometime between the 0 and the 1 and the first draft.
Yes.
For the most part. Mm-hmm. Of course, we add more as we go, but
yeah. Hi, RK.
Good to see you, RK.
Good to see you. Long time no see. All right. Caw,
Caw
caw,
caw.
caw. One more
Work.
print. Here we go.
Ow.
Ow. Okay. I am going to get rid of this timer.
Cool.
Because we are over the 2-hour mark.
We are. Just a bit. I didn't finish the scene. I highlighted the last sentence in it, though.
Okay, cool.
Just, it's like highlighted a light blue color or something.
Sounds great.
So that I know I've still got more to go on that particular scene.
I am also trying to dream up what constitutes as Zebulon's forces.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I definitely think we need to... You and the damn balloons! Balloons! Glitter the balloons,
I'm like,
specifically.
Point number 1, and then point number 2.
2. See? Still won't do it. I don't know if it's maybe because my hand is, like, I've got my gloves on, maybe?
Oh, maybe.
So, but yeah, I did get I got a little bit into it, but not much into that scene. Ooh, finish the flyer. Cool.
We doing a flyer.
They were like my favorite things to do when I was still more into marketing. When we had to do collateral, which wasn't very often, but when we had to make collateral for it, it was like my favorite things was just doing flyers. They were so relaxing. Like,
yeah, it could be the gloves.
Yeah, pretty sure. But yeah, they were just super relaxing for me doing flyers and posters. I don't know what.
Well, I had blast basically trying to make sense of some of this.
Yeah, I mean, we're still at 0 draft, so.
Absolutely. And I just want the latter half of the book to make sense.
Oh, of course. Of course. So, y'all, just to let you know, we did wonderfully outline, plotted out with some beats, but that doesn't actually mean that everything is correctly lined up. And also, we forget things like including our antagonist in there, like more than just at the very beginning of the book and the very end.
Yeah.
Little details to work through. Again, that's what 0 drafts are for. That's what all drafts are for, honestly. But that's what it's for.
Because we used code words to be like, these bunch of characters that we'll eventually make up. And
we didn't.
Now is the time when we make up the bunch of characters.
Yes. Now is when we have to start making them up because we have to start adding them into scenes. So we're like, oh, hell.
Yeah.
Like it was so nice to be able to just come into it. Kyler, our protagonist, was just, I love that. It's my favorite thing about writing series.
Wait. Unbound rescues Darian from Zebulon and his cult. Oh, okay. And then the guys try to assassinate Kyler, but the Unbound are there to say nope. And then
I'm pretty sure by that point Doricia is just gonna have like a round the clock detail on Kyler, of mages.
Yes. I like the idea that because he's clairvoyant, like the spirits are watching out for him.
Yeah, I figure it'll be a little bit of both. I'm kind of, and I don't know, I was going to run this past you or not. I'm kind of 2 minds about doing this, but I would love for Rufus's spirit to still be around. However, the reason I'm of 2 minds about it is because I also want Rufus to have I want him to have paradise, because he was homeless, he burned to death in a fire. God knows what else went on in his life, but I'm assuming not the greatest. But so I'm a little torn.
You should be in paradise. Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. I'm good with that. The other night I was like, oh, if Rufus was still hanging around, that would be so much fun. Just Kyler just having conversations with Rufus, hanging out. But then I was like, I really want Rufus to have paradise. If since we're going with the whole heaven exists here, I really want him to have paradise. Okay, good with that. So yeah, I figure it'll be a combination of, oh god, square brackets. Don't get me started, Sage. I put square brackets around so many things.
And then they meet super cool person who tells them that MacGuffin, yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. We do it to ourselves every time, and we know each time that we are not going to be that cool later.
The next one that I'm doing is the Elder Vampires.
Ooh, our Methuselahs?
Our Methuselahs.
Sweet. Can't wait to see where they're...
To stay out of Kyler's head. Those Methuselahs.
The loud, chatty ones.
One of the Methuselahs is already dead.
Okay. No problem. Yeah, I think that's a good idea to go with them next. I've got to... Are there any characters that you would like me to work on? Or are you cool with going with main character creation and I just start filling in the scenes? Or what would you like? There's just like between chapters 13 and 16, I'm just like, it barely makes sense. Okay, let's get that.
It's like, this happened, and then it happens again here.
I'll go through then. I'll try to go through this week and see if I can smooth out those those beats. Okay. And if I can, I will reference back or link back in the document to the supporting evidence for it already, if we have it.
Cool.
That should help. Yeah, so I can work on that. If not, I'll work on that pretty much next Tuesday then. Yeah. All right, I think we're good. We're good. You're gonna knock out some more characters. I'm gonna try and streamline that. Hopefully, finish up the scene.
Yes, I'm gonna make 3 people in Zebulon's forces, and then I'm sure we named all the vampires, all the Methuselahs. I mean,
yes. We didn't name any.
There was Miklan Tukutli, and there was... Do you remember the last one?
There was one more.
Tiamat.
Tukutli.
And...
I know we named it
in our outline.
It's not it. Okay. So we get to... Okay, so we have one, even though this is not the correct word for it, but Aztecian Mayan era. We have one Byzantine for Tiamat. And then I think we should do a Methuselah that's a little younger, but not, not tons of younger. Like, maybe like, I'm gonna have to do some research. I thought we came up with the third one, and it's sitting in our brain dump file. Yeah, it should be in the brainstorming. I don't know, book 2 brainstorming.
Right, bye, Sage.
Bye, Sage. Have fun. Have a good day, love.
Have a good day.
I am almost positive that we did name
all 3.
All 3. Where's our Methuselahs? Tricia. this is the first time I've looked back at the original brainstorm for a few weeks, and boy, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Yeah.
A little bit of a face.
There's a reason why we tried to clean things up for the zero draft.
Well, when we brainstormed, we dumped there's 5 different plots in here. I mean, and not all of them made it into subplot category either. So
Yeah.
let me just see. I mean, because a lot of it, we decided, hey, that's better if it's, if it's a third book, if we do one.
Yeah.
Hey, Mama. We are just wrapping up.
We were just wrapping up.
Okay, here's our cast. Vampires. So Tiamat, that's Mesopotamian, Byzantine, Babylonian. Mick, who I have trouble pronouncing their name all the way through. We don't have one in here. We don't have a third one named. We just have oh no, we do. Ishtu.
Oh,
they are older than recorded history.
yes.
Including Mesopotamia. So we put one that was like, oi, Methuselah.
Okay.
So Ishtu.
Okay. Just wanted to stop by and give a like, a boob.
Thank you for the boob. We like the boobs.
All right. If you like this video at any point, I encourage you to hit the like button. And if you want to see more streams like this one, you can usually find me on Tuesdays, Tuesday mornings at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. I don't know what the hell I've been doing lately. Just
whatever. Just whatever. Tuesday mornings are a little flexible, but Tuesday mornings.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. You are so busy. I am surprised.
I am so busy.
Eternally. I'm eternally surprised when I get a notification that you're live, and I'm like, of course she is.
Of course she is.
I wish I wish I still had the schedule that allowed me to do that. I don't, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I barely make my own streams.
Yeah, I would, I watch during the day. I watch other, sprints and things going on. I would love to be able to join like I used to, but I can't, even though I'm not doing anything except for data entry on my end. I can listen and I can chat, but, it's not like I can be on stream while I'm working. I think they might have a problem with that.
They might have a problem with that.
But,
you might want to subscribe and maybe even ring that bell on the off chance that YouTube actually notifies you when I go live. And even if you think that you're subscribed, check to make sure you're subscribed, because YouTube has been basically unsubscribing people at random.
And it sucks.
Yeah. So make sure you're subscribed and make sure you ring the bell. And we will catch you guys on the flip side.
See ya.